guys, welcome back to Leia Loves Stuff. This is your cozy corner on the internet to reflect, reset, and find relief. And today I want to start off by just saying, if you have ever felt anxiety, but you don't look like you're struggling, then this video is definitely for you, because I'm going to be touching on high functioning anxiety and what that looks like for me, and what are some things I needed to stop doing / start doing in order to overcome this. So when we talk about high functioning anxiety, especially in people that are always busy, always on the go, and mainly specifically women, and more specifically than that, Black women, it is like a niche topic. It is a topic that is not touched on enough and researched enough. So I wanted to talk about that today with some of my own experiences. High functioning anxiety is one of those silent killers. That is something that I always call a silent killer, because to really explain it to someone that does not experience it, it is something that creeps up on you. It literally is. You could have the most productive, and I put that in air quotes, productive. You have the most productive week, the most productive year or years, and you've accomplished so much, but it feels like nothing's ever good enough. You're always on the go, and it gets to the point where you suppress how tired you are, that the exhaustion comes in different waves. And sometimes it shows up as you're not eating enough, you're not happy enough, your body feels off, and you don't know where to start, what to do, you don't know where it's coming from. And that's where you suffer in silence. Suffering in silence will always be detrimental to anyone. When you're suffering in silence, it is also viewed as suppression. There is no way that you can suffer in silence and that does not equal suppression. Many of us, myself included, we don't want to look like what we're going through. We don't want to be a burden to others. We don't want to make the show about us. We want to please others. We empathize with others because we know how it feels. But receiving can also be a hard thing to grasp. Receiving the help, receiving rest, receiving maybe even a handout, maybe just somebody taking over. It's such a hard thing to just let go. And I'm here to help you break this cycle. So one thing that I did realize first was that how it was inhibiting my everyday life. This past week was pretty tough for me. It was not a great week, and I found myself just taking hit after hit, and I thought, you know what, I'm actually holding up pretty well. I'm not crying, I'm not bursting at the seams, I'm literally just moving on to the next. Like, there's another problem, I'm going through it. But then it came to a head where I was bursting into tears. I felt so exhausted. I felt so hungry. I felt so thirsty, and I couldn't understand why and what was happening. But then I found out, oh my God, I was not moving from intention. I was moving from anxiety. It's that fear of impending doom that is killing me. I don't want to fail. I don't want to let this slip through the cracks. I don't want anything to be pinned on me as I did not do what I was supposed to do. And that pressure is so immense that you're feeling symptoms from the inside and you're not showing it on the outside. You don't feel like there's anything physically wrong with you. But when the mental is taking over to that magnitude, it can be detrimental. And what it looked like for me was I could not rest. Plain and simple. I could not rest. And if I tried to rest, it felt like guilt. That suppression with that anxiety was so huge that taking a break felt like I'm lazy. Resting felt like I'm lazy. Asking for help felt like I'm lazy. And there's nothing lazy about wanting to rest. Literally, that's what our bodies need. But sometimes the mind cannot conceptualize that. But I had to realize that I am human. No one ever put this pressure on me to be superhuman. And for some of you out there, maybe you're mothers, maybe you are in charge of a team, maybe you have people that are relying on you. So it feels like rest is a sign of weakness. Rest means you cannot handle your business. But I'm here to say that is so false. That is so false. That is so like the biggest lie that you could ever tell yourself. Resting could be watching that show that I wanted to watch. Resting can be maybe playing that game that I've been wanting to play for the longest. Resting could also mean maybe I just unplug from everyone and I don't talk to people for a while and I just reset myself. Rest can come in so many different forms and shapes, but it is okay to rest. So if you don't take anything else from this video, rest is important. And then the second realization that I had was what I was disguising high functioning anxiety as. I thought with this high functioning anxiety, I thought I was just doing great. I thought the productivity was great. I thought that there's no way I can be anxious. There's no way that I am off because look at all these achievements I had. Look at all these tasks I finished. When we start quantifying things in our life, with any piece of data, you do have to look at the emotional aspects, the environmental factors that are tied to every single piece of data. I can say I achieved these 5 tasks in one day. But it is so much harder to stop and think to myself, but how did I feel before? How did I feel during it? How did I feel after it? What did I have to sacrifice mentally to get it done? And when you don't take the time to think about that, ever reflect on that, or even try to improve your efficiency by taking care of your own needs, that's where you fall by the wayside. That's where the anxiety creeps in and you are now functioning off of anxiety and not intention. Intention is important because intention also includes the self-care. Not taking care of yourself sometimes means failure. You are trying so hard to not fail, but you're failing the biggest task ever. And it's not that project in your home and in your job. You're failing yourself. Take care of yourself. And if you don't grab anything else from what I'm saying to you today, rest. Literally take the rest. And it is okay. It is okay to rest because you know yourself. You know that you're not a lazy person. You know that you're going to get up and get it done. Taking pauses in life and practicing mindfulness is very important. I feel like nowadays in life, there's this sense of like urgency, that we all have. It's like, oh, why doesn't the light just turn green so I can go? Why am I waiting forever for this new show to come out? That sense of urgency creates that anxiety component within us. So we feel in everyday life, you have to move fast, because if you don't move fast, you are unsure. And if you are unsure, then that means maybe you're failing somewhere. I wanted to part ways with you with this one question. What is something in your life that has been exhausting you, that you feel as though you just can't put an end to? It's so hard to close that cycle. It's so hard to just end it. What is exhausting you? Thank you so much for watching. I'm your girl, Leia. Please like and subscribe, and I will be back with another video so soon. Okay, bye. Mwah.